Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is RVT and welcome back to another episode of the Minnesota Vikings Madden 18 Connected Franchise Series. We only have this episode and the next episode to complete trades in the series, as week 8 is the trade deadline. So be sure, boys, if your trade is not featured in today's episode, to leave your trade suggestion in the comment section below to have a chance to be featured in the final episode of trades for this season of the Minnesota Vikings Madden 18 Connected Franchise Series. Now, boys, we need to begin a talk. I need to begin getting some feedback from you guys whether or not we should make this a one or multiple season franchise. Should we go ahead and jump into a second season since we've already used all of our draft picks and trades, or should we go ahead and begin to rebuild another team? Or should we wait and see if we win the Super Bowl, and if we win the Super Bowl, then we make a new connected franchise with a new team, with a new start? Or if we don't win the Super Bowl, we go ahead and go into a season number 2 and then begin trying to win the Super Bowl. But if you guys have any other ideas for ideas surrounding the connected franchise or what I should do, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll begin to take in your feedback in the comment section below. But with that said, if you guys do enjoy today's episode, make sure to drop a like. Let's see if for the trades we are going after in today's episode, we have 2 huge players we are going after. If you guys could drop a like, that would be incredible. Let's see if we can smash 2,000 likes. And also be sure to subscribe to the channel if this is the first episode that you are watching, and be sure to turn on the notification bell if you haven't already so you get notified every single time I upload a video. But with that said, boys, let's go ahead and jump in to today's episode. We are taking on the 3-3 Baltimore Ravens, and we are sitting pretty at 6-0. And as you see, if you guys missed last episode, please go watch it. And if you don't want to watch the whole thing, just skip to like 30 minutes in. That is, honest to God, if you guys watched the video with my mom, the mom video where she drafted a team and played and threw a Hail Mary to win the game, which is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is probably this is probably the second craziest ending I've ever seen in my life. Nothing's ever gonna top that, ever. A mom that's never held an Xbox controller throwing a Hail Mary to win a game. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen. But this is the second craziest ending ever to a game. Go watch last episode. Skip to 30 minutes in and go check that out, because as you see here, we beat the Packers 36-33, but you have to see how that happened. But with that said, we are 3 games on top of our division, so things are looking pretty. If we don't have any sort of collapse, I think we should pretty handily win the division, as the rest of the teams are kind of struggling, especially Lions and Bears. But can't speak too soon, because I mean, crazy things have happened. In previous connected franchise series, we did start the season with like we just did in this series 6-0, and then we went on to lose like 5 or 6 games in a row. So we have to remain confident. Updates have been made. I am playing Madden 18 for the first time since the new update came out. Apparently, they tweaked a lot of gameplay, so hopefully that doesn't affect connected franchise, but you never know. But now, finally, big thing here. Doctors have cleared Harrison Smith to play. We have been without our starting free safety for a very long time, so he can play through the injury. There's a high chance of re-injury. His injury rating's down to 80, but we'll go ahead and play him through his injury because he's not going to get hurt again. Hopefully not. But time to get into the trades. And remember, we have a ton of players injured that we are willing to trade away to bring in healthy players. Harrison Smith's still injured, but he can return. So Levante David, Marshall Yanda, and Marcel Darius are 3 players that we are potentially going to trade away in today's episode. Maybe not Levante David, because we could probably trade away Terrell Suggs instead. But I don't know. We will see what happens. So, boys, with 314 thumbs up, the first player that we are going to go after in today's episode, which is a very, 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 very tough player to get, which means we might not get him, but a Jacksonville Jaguar, and that is none other than the main man, Jalen Ramsey. My boy Minus Life suggested him with 314 thumbs up. He's very young, he's a high overall, he's cheap, he's going to be hard to get. But that does not mean we are not going to try. So they need a quarterback. We have Matt Moore, who they are not interested in. Just kind of want to see that, okay, that's not that bad. Not that bad with Matt Moore. I mean, it's still in the red, but like that shows that there might be somewhat of a chance. And I know we have 4 cornerbacks that are pretty solid. As you see, we have Aqib Talib, Marcus Peters, Xavier Rhodes, and Terrence Newman. But if we might need to, I know this would probably piss off Vikings fans, because I know I've seen a ton of people say do not trade away Xavier Rhodes, but he is worth $7 million, and we're getting very low on our cap. So if we have 5 good corners, maybe we trade away Terrence Newman, although not many teams probably would be interested in him because he's 38 years old. But that's up to you guys. We're going to have an insane, we're going to go after some big players today, but we're going to have an absolute insane trade deadline. I know that much. But let's see what it's going to take. Free safety, have Harrison Smith, not going to trade him away. They need a middle linebacker. We do have 2 very good middle linebackers. And this could be a thing. Maybe they're interested in Jalen Smith. They are. Let me throw this in there. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So how about they do need a left tackle. And they need a right tackle. We have Lane Johnson, but I want to not throw him in yet. Marshall Yonda, he is the player that is injured. They are interested in him. Let's see how close this is. That's in the orange. That's pretty freaking close. And I'm sure they would be interested in one of our cornerbacks as well. Should we trade Aqib? Would they be interested in Aqib Talib? They are. Aqib Talib for Jalen Ramsey. Would you guys like this instead? Would y'all rather have Jalen Ramsey than Aqib Talib? That would cut $7 million off our cap hit. I mean, he's younger. Aqib Talib, when we traded for Aqib Talib, I don't think he was the top-rated comment. I think he was the second top-rated comment and a comment that suggested 2 cornerbacks. We tried to get the other cornerback from the Broncos. My mind's going blank. Can't think. Chris Harris. But we couldn't get him, so we settled on Aqib Talib. But Jalen Ramsey for Aqib Talib, that's still in the orange. So, boys, this could actually happen. They also need a right guard. Do we have a backup right guard we could trade away? No, we don't. But, boys, if we also go ahead and potentially trade away, we'll throw in Matt Moore, keep Talib in the deals in the yellow now. So things are looking pretty. Things are looking mighty pretty. We also have some wide receivers that I don't want to trade away, but we do have a running back in Latavius Murray that we could potentially trade away and bring in a running back next episode. So Latavius Murray on top of this deal. Let's see. It's still in the yellow. So I'm not sure if I want to trade away Latavius Murray just yet. We have 2 other running backs. I'm not going to trade away. Are they interested in Tariq Cohen by chance? They are. So how about this? That's still in the yellow a little bit. So, boys, we also have... should we just go ahead and throw in Marshall Yonda as well? Marshall Yonda, Aqib Talib. And remember, Marshall Yonda's hurt. Cohen, Aqib Talib. I mean, I know this is a lot, but we're trying to get a player that's like impossible to get. So basically, this is like trading an injured player, a third-string running back, and a corner for Aqib, or for Jalen Ramsey. And it's in the green now, boys. It is in the green. So what if we add in a first-round draft pick? Is that the move? A first-round draft pick, Marshall Yonda, Aqib Talib for Jalen Ramsey. And I know this is a ton to trade away. Or should we, instead of the first-round draft pick, should we throw in Jalen Smith? Is that the move? Do we throw in Jalen Smith or John Bostic? Not interested in John. We're going to throw in Jalen Smith. And I don't know, but Jalen Ramsey, I've seen him suggested so many times, and I kind of shied away from it because, like, he's so hard to get. But since we have so many trade assets and we're getting close to the trade deadline, I know this is a ton to trade away. But like I said, guys, this is one of the most impossible players to trade for in Connected Franchise. So if we can make this happen, I will be happy. And oh my God, come on now, come on, free set. We don't have. Oh shoot. How about instead we try the first-round draft pick? I don't know if they'll value the first-round draft pick more. We'll throw this in there. And it was accepted, boys. So for Marshall Yonda, Aqib Talib, and a first-round draft pick, we bring in Jalen Ramsey. And with that being the case, boys, we also shed like $7 million off our cap room. Actually, I think we shed about $10 million there, about $9 million. So that ends up, I think, being a pretty big trade, although we do need to bring in a left tackle, and I'm not sure if we can do that next episode, but we're going to have to be doing a lot of stuff next episode because we also need to bring in a center, too. So we have a lot to take into consideration for next episode, but we will continue in today's episode. So we made, like, I'm telling you guys, that is one of the hardest players to bring in Connected Franchise, but we traded away a lot of players, an injured player, a big first-round draft pick, and a cornerback. So basically, it's like trading a cornerback and an injured player for an absolute star at the cornerback position. Now, boys, let's go to the second. And with that being so much we just gave away, this might be the last comment that we do go after in today's episode. But with comment or suggestion number 2, and this player was suggested twice in the comments of last episode, the Axe with 362 thumbs up says, get Kelvin Benjamin and move him to tight end. Which we're not going to move him to tight end, but we are going to go after him because we already have 2 very solid tight ends. So I don't want to trade away for a wide receiver, convert him to tight end. when we obviously have two very talented tight ends. So we're going to keep on wide receiver. With that being the case, that means we might trade away. I saw some people saying I should trade away Golden Tate. So that might be what we do. Maybe we trade away Golden Tate for Kelvin Benjamin. We'll have to see if that's a thing. But also, I want to throw this comment out there too. Cal Sorensen also said to get Kelvin Benjamin with 127 thumbs up. So in total, that was like 500 thumbs up to get Kelvin Benjamin. So he is a big wide receiver. Once again, he's extremely hard to get because he's super young, he's super good, and I'm guessing he's relatively cheap. So let's see if we can make this deal happen and bring in Kelvin Benjamin. And also, as you see, one of the team needs is wide receiver. So that might make this deal a little bit harder as well. So he's an 86 overall, worth $3.27 million. They need a wide receiver, so maybe they would be interested in Golden Tate. They are interested in Golden Tate, but would they be willing to make this deal happen straight up? Just in case, let me throw in a couple draft picks too. I'll throw in a third-round draft pick, Kelvin Benjamin, for Golden Tate, and it's in the red. So how about this? Probably will be about halfway straight up, which is not that bad considering he's just a little bit cheaper and he's a lot younger than Golden Tate. So throwing that out there, did that actually, I'm so confused. Did that actually go down? It's like exactly the same. So boys, I'm confused now. So maybe Kelvin Benjamin's not gonna freaking happen. So let's see what else we can do. Okay, we do have Marcel Darius though. Keep that in mind. We do have Marcel Darius, who we are willing to trade away because we don't freaking need him because he's injured. And we have two very good defensive tackles. So Marcel Darius, Golden Tate for Kelvin Benjamin. And it's freaking orange, dude. I don't think Kelvin Benjamin's happen, boys. I don't freaking think Kelvin Benjamin's gonna happen. Like, that's a freaking lot to trade away right there for Kelvin Benjamin. Let's go back to the wide receiver position, though. I mean, why is it so... That's just stupid, I think. Let me see, just by chance, if they're not, like, okay, that went down. Watch this right here. Watch this. This is not going to get through straight up. Like, look how stupid that is. That's just something I want to point out. The reason this game is so freaking stupid. Julio Jones, 99 overall for Kelvin Benjamin, and it's like it would take 8 Julio Jones to bring in Kelvin Benjamin, which is so freaking stupid. So, boys, it looks like we're not getting Kelvin Benjamin, but since we've only made 2 deals happen, one deal happen and didn't make the second one to go through, we will try to get a left tackle. And this is kind of just on the fly, since we don't have any good left tackles. We can get somebody that's relatively expensive now, since we do have the cap room. Now, who do we want to bring in? I know a lot of people have commented and told me to bring in Joe Thomas. So maybe we do try to bring in Joe Thomas, because if you remember clearly, earlier on in the series, we did a 3-way trade, which involved Joe Thomas. We traded for him, but then traded him right away. Now, maybe is the time that we do bring in the left tackle, and hopefully it's not to take a crazy amount to bring him in. Now, though, I have to find where he is, because I have no idea where he is. Literally no idea where we traded him to, because that was so long ago, it feels like, in the series. And maybe he just disappeared. I have no idea. Where is he? Hello? Where are you? Where did we trade him to the Titans? Where did I skip over him? Joe, please. Joe, where are you at? Joe, there's Joe. We found Joe. So the Broncos, this would bring us right back down to $1.78 million, but still remember we have Marcel Darius, who we are going to trade away next episode. And he's worth $6 million, so this isn't a big deal if we don't make this happen. So Joe Thomas, the Broncos need a quarterback. Are they interested in Matt? They're not. But how about this? That's actually pretty close for a 98 overall left tackle. But we will move on to something else. They probably will be interested in one of these running backs. So how about Tariq Cohen? We have 3 good running backs, which we might trade away Latavius Murray next episode, which means we might need a running back next episode, which means we're going to be going after so many trades next episode, guys, and I think next episode is just going to be a trade deadline special with no gameplay, because it'll probably be like a 30-minute episode of just trading for players, since it is a trade deadline. But with that being the case, so make sure we're going to go after a ton of your suggested comments next episode, so be sure to get your chance to be featured for the last time for this season in the comments below. But Tariq Cohen for Joe Thomas, and I feel like this has a chance to go through, so just in case, let me try to get a draft pick as well. And it's like halfway, boys. So, it's in the yellow now. So how about we throw on top Matt Moore as well to get a little bit of cap space off as well. We still have $4 million if this deal does go through. But let me throw in that 6th round draft pick just in case. And it's in the green. So let me take it out now. And it's in the green still. So we're going to have to throw in somebody else as well. Because all we have left is 1 1st round draft pick. DJ Jones, who they're not interested in. And it gets a little bit freaking closer. They also need a guard, and we have a couple guards. This guy, Gino Gradkowski, would they want him by chance? It's so close, man. Don't do this to me, please. Do not freaking do this to me. Okay, so how about Elijah Lee? Elijah Lee, would that be enough? No. So maybe what we do is instead take all of them out, throw in Terrell Suggs, who they're not interested in. Why are they not interested in Terrell Suggs? Wow. Wow. Is any team out there interested in Terrell Suggs? The Buccaneers are. So maybe we do like a swap deal here. Maybe we trade away Terrell Suggs for a draft pick, then use that draft pick to get Joe Thomas. Because we won't need Terrell Suggs after this episode, since we are going to be getting Levante David back from injury. So maybe we try to get a second, or just see if we can get a 1st round draft pick from the Bucs for Terrell Suggs. And the deal is in the yellow. So any other teams out there interested in Terrell Suggs, we might have to settle, since he's so old, we might have to settle for like a 3rd round draft pick. The Giants, we're going to make sure that there's no team that are willing to bring to give us their 1st round draft pick for Terrell Suggs. That one was still in the orange. So it looks like there's only 2 teams. The Lions are also interested in Terrell Suggs. As you guys know, when it gets to this point in Connected Franchise and the series, we have to do a lot of finessing when it comes to trades, because there's always, we get to this point where there's like very little to trade away. So we try to like milk every little bit out of every trade possible. So we're trying to get a 1st round draft pick. That's pretty close. The Ravens want him back, which kind of makes sense. But we're going to keep on keeping on. This is probably the last team that is going to be interested in Terrell Suggs. It's their number 1 need, and it's in the yellow. So do any of those teams also need a quarterback? I think the Ravens don't need a quarterback. So let me just see if I can throw in Matt Moore, see how close I can get this deal. Because I want to try to get a 1st round draft pick if it's possible. So Matt Moore also added to the deal, and see if we can make this go through for a 1st round draft pick. Please, Ravens, please. Ravens, please. And it's in the green now. But is there any team that also needs a quarterback on top of Terrell Suggs? And I hope there is, because we could easily get a 1st round draft pick, I think, out of that. But I don't think there is a team that also needs a quarterback. The Bills don't need a quarterback, I know that much. But what was the other team interested in Terrell Suggs? The Bucs. Do they need a quarterback? They don't, but let me just try this. We might have to settle for a 2nd round draft pick. Yeah. So let's go back. I think the Ravens got pretty close, so let's go to the Ravens, try to get their 2nd round draft pick, and I mean, that would be nice. I think that would still be enough to bring in Joe Thomas. Wow. That kind of sucks. Go back down to the 3rd, go to a 3rd round draft pick. It's still in the yellow. What the heck? How about Matt? Wow, we probably could have got a 2nd. That kind of pisses me off. Well, we get a 3rd round draft pick for Matt Moore and Terrell Suggs. So currently we don't have a backup quarterback. So that really does suck. But I think now, boys, we will be allowed, or we'll be able to bring in Joe Thomas, who is on the, I've forgot who I traded him to. Is it the Broncos? I think it is the Broncos, isn't it? Yeah, it is the Broncos. So the Broncos, 3rd round draft pick. Is this going to be enough to bring in Joe Thomas? And it is not. Now we are in a predicament. So now we try to also throw in Tariq Cohen, and then try to add in like a 6th round draft pick and like a 5th from next year. Can we get Joe? Trade was accepted. So for our 4th-string running back, a 3rd round draft pick, a 3-way trade does go through to bring in a 98 overall Joe Thomas and 2 extra draft picks, which will I believe really will help us out in next episode. Because I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but when you have nothing else to trade away except a 1st round draft pick, which you don't want to use because you don't need that much, a 6th and a 5th come in huge sometimes in deals. So boys, that is going to do it for the trade portion of today's video, as I think we actually did some pretty good business. Yes, we traded away some big players like Aqib Talib, but we bring in Jalen Ramsey, who I think is pretty cool to bring in because he's a player that's not often seen in any type of rebuilds because people don't want to spend that much to bring him in, but we traded away a keep to leave, so pretty much a straight-on trade on top of an injured player and a draft pick. So I'm pretty excited about that, and with that deal, we shedded a ton of cap room, which is pretty huge, and we still have $4 million left even after bringing in Joe Thomas. So we are allowed to bring in the main man, Joe Thomas, back to the team. But with that said, boys, for the last time in this series, or potentially for this series, in this season at least, leave your trade suggestions for next episode, the trade deadline special, in the comment section below, and I'm going to be using a ton of comments, so be sure to put them out there. Be sure to drop a like if you haven't already. Let's see, come on boys, let's get to 2,000 likes for today's episode. Sub if you're new, but with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the game and improve to 7-0 on the year. Oh, and it'll probably be smart to sign a backup quarterback, so let's go ahead and sign. Who should we sign? We'll sign Christian. Since he's the youngest, we'll sign Christian. Christian's our backup. That's going to be a user, not a user pick, but an interception in the first play of the game. Let me do it again. Maybe the freaking updates actually like made the quarterbacks bad, but like, or worse than they already are. But keep in mind, we are playing against Joe Flacco. But when that kind of stuff happens, I just always go back to this just to remind you, and just to like keep the comments in the comment section about it not being all Madden. There you go. It can't get any more difficult than this. It is on all Madden. Just know that is that is freaking Joe Flacco playing quarterback. So that is why that just happened. But that's pretty. Well, after a sack and a run for 1 yard, it's a 3rd down and 17. But keep in mind, we do have Justin Tucker. So let's just not like get sacked, and we probably can still put up some points on the board. But you never know. Julio Jones is going to pick this up for a 1st down, and Julio Jones is going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. So much for the Justin Tucker field goal, as Julio Jones absolutely destroyed that cornerback off the press coverage. I think that had to be Jimmy Smith, unless Jimmy Smith is injured, but who cares what it was. He looks like an absolute Helen Keller out there, as we do take the lead 7-0 to start off this game. It looks like, judging by the first 2 drives, this is going to be an easy one. So the Ravens are about to go 3 and out because they cannot do anything offensively. Our cornerbacks are absolutely locking them down. Hopefully, I'm not speaking too soon. They had so many guys open. That I spoke too soon. 3rd down and 9. Hopefully this time we get them off the field so they don't score, and because that would make me look like an idiot. Thank God Joe Flacco has the brain about the size of a peanut. 2nd down and 11. Kyle Rudolph is not going to be open. It's actually going to be an awful throw for me with the amount of pressure that was in my face. I assumed like they blitzed everybody, so I thought the out route from the tight end was going to be wide open, but regardless, it was just a dumb decision for me. And I threw it in triple coverage. Like, they did blitz everybody, so how did they have so many guys back there in coverage? They have a lot of guys open. A lot of guys open, and it's going to be a touchdown. Flag, though. What's the flag for? I think it's going to be illegal touching, because I think he went out of the back of the end zone, so I think we're about to catch a break here. Dude, I swear, so many times in this series and in Connected Franchise, like, they have so much time to throw in the pocket that, like, that route, when they have so much time, they come back to the football. It's impossible to use her. But thank God we get lucky there, as that should have been a touchdown. I need to start running cover 4 because the routes are running beat cover 3. So we're going to drop into nickel and run cover 4 if I can ever find it. There it is. As we are going to be great. And I'm calling an interception on this drive. Joe Flacco does not have the brain capacity to get past this cover 4 coverage with Eric Weddle and Harrison Smith at the free safety positions. Let's be great. Let's get the pick. Have this man covered. Oh, shoot. 3rd down and 4, bringing the whole city of China. We force a fumble, and he picks it up, and somehow reason they called the ball dead when he was still up and running. Okay, so 3rd down and 8, and one thing I can tell, maybe it's just me, but one thing I'm thinking that I can tell from the new update is I can't run the gosh dang football for anything. Maybe it's just the Ravens front 7, although they don't have Terrell Suggs anymore. I don't know. But let's see if we can score a touchdown, or maybe at this point just kick a field, or kick a field goal. Freaking, my brain is, we're not going to do anything. We're not going to do anything. So much for kicking a field goal, so much for kicking a 1st down, so much for scoring a touchdown. Freaking Teddy's done something. Uh-oh, this is bad. This is bad, boys. A screen pass when you call a blitz is bad, as I get into plus territory. As much flack as I was giving flack. With as much flack as I was giving Flacco, he's 6 for 8 for 70-something yards, so he's not doing awful. Oh, that's a touchdown. That's a freaking touchdown. Hot darn. The Ravens just took the lead on me. As it seems like it's hard to tell now because you never know if it's yourself being stupid and playing awful, or if it's the update. But they're running the ball a lot more effective than any teams running the ball against me previously. Another play action. Why again? That's Golden Tate again. Can't break away from the defender, but down to the 38-yard line, and somebody goes down. Not sure who it is. I mean, we turned the injury slider all the way down to 15, and people are still getting injured. Stephon Diggs is out with a shoulder tear, and that is potentially like the 5th shoulder tear that we've had in this series. So this is going to be extremely controversial. But do we trade away Stephon Diggs if he's out for like 5 or more weeks? I know he's one of the few players that are remaining on the Vikings that began on the Vikings in this series. I know he's a fan favorite, but there's just no point in having injured players on the team. We can trade them away, but that's up to you guys in the comment section below. I know I'd probably piss a lot of people off if I did that, but that's up to you guys. But we're going to try something here as well. We're going to try Gun Monster with our free safety in the game, because I did hear, did they take that option out? I don't see the fullback. I don't see the, what the heck? Did they actually take out the free safety option? That was so cool. And it looks like they took it out of the game. There's no reason they would have, did they? Gun Monster. Wide receiver flip, wide receiver slots, twin tight end, halfback sub, backup QB, fullback. I do not see the free safety option anymore. Why would they take that out? That's so dumb. Anyways, I heard that they patched this, which it shouldn't have had patching done to it, because like, if you knew how to stop it, it's so easy to stop online, but apparently they patched it, so let's see what it does against the computer. Latvius Murray with the carry up the middle. Looks like it's still effective. And I've had a lot of people ask why I don't run it. It's because I learned after I run it a couple times in the first couple episodes that the computer really can't stop it. I guess maybe it needed patching against the computer, but it's too easy, so I just don't run it in the series, because then I could like literally run the play every single play and score every drive, so that's why I shy away from it. But kind of pissed off because the free safety option, bringing the free safety in, was so cool. And that was like the first time they've ever had anything like that in any playbook ever. And apparently they took it out. Maybe that's what they took it out. I don't know. But play action pass here. You're going to be smart. Dump it off to our running back. And for some reason he cut inside like a goddamn pelican. 3rd down and 11. I really want to score a touchdown here because I'm kind of getting worried. But I mean, I'll take the field goal. They're blitzing the whole world. The whole world. Alert. Teddy, please. We get sacked. Well, that sucks. Oh my god. This is stupid. All you can do when you conservative tackle is press A, and they still make jukes like that. They're about to kick a field goal, and within like 3 plays, the Ravens are going to go on top. In like 30 seconds, they score. Big play, boys. 3rd down and 15, and we can't stop the Ravens on defense whatsoever. So hopefully we can pick this up and at least tie the game on this drive, because I'm not going to lie, I'm getting a little bit worried. I didn't know what to throw it there. Freaking John Ross with the catch. We're going to have to punt. We have to play big defensively, or we might go down 2 possessions. 3rd down and 12, my dudes. Huge freaking play. Because if they score a touchdown, man, I don't think I have 10 points in me. I don't know what is going on with this team, really. Fumble. This is huge. Please, can we pick this up? We don't pick it up. We do cause a fumble. I'm actually getting so scared, man. We cannot do anything offensively. I keep trying to run the football and we can't. 3rd down and 13. We need a freaking miracle. The post, I think, is going to be open. Couple seconds. Kyle Rudolph, possession catch. Huge play. Latavius Murray, I think, has a space. His own freaking, the Ravens player freaking tripped over his own defender. Running some slants here. Wait a second. B's going to be open. We're going to fumble the football. Somebody pick it up. Somebody pick. This is stupid. This is freaking so stupid. Number 1, takes Teddy B about 48 minutes to throw the football after I pressed the button. It should have been a completion. Number 2, why couldn't one of my offensive linemen pick this up? Dude, everything is pretty much going against us this game. We just have to be great, make a defensive stop, and somehow come out with a victory, man. Somehow, some way, dude. Like, every game in this series thus far, not every game, but I would say like half the game, at least 3 of the games we've won, or 4 of the games we've won, has been so freaking close. So it's not like these games are easy. So eventually I believe we're gonna catch an L, but hopefully it's not today. Dude, we just blitzed the whole team! And somehow Terrence West is gonna take it to the house. That might be the dagger, my boys. What the actual heck? I have to see a replay. How? I literally ran engage 8. How on earth? Wow. So he picks the wrong hole. I'm caught out of position as the free safety, and I'm just pissed. Be smart, RBT. Be smart. We're going to throw the man down the field. Please. Teddy, why are you overthrowing him? Please catch this. What a catch from John Ross. What a freaking catch from the young rookie. Oh my God. That might be one of the craziest diving animations I have seen, but thank God it comes at this ideal time. With 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go, we're trying not to catch our first L of the year. 28, we got to score quick. I still have on-shoe clock. Oh my God, I just wasted like 20 seconds, but let's just score the next play to make it not as bad. Oh, B's going to be open. B's going to be open. On the run. That's Golden Tate. Goes up. Big catch. Down to the 1-yard line. Going to run, hurry up. Oh, that was a great throwing catch. If I threw that like a second later or a split second later, that would have been picked off. But great throw from Teddy B. I don't trust the run right here, so I'm going to throw a little pass. Hopefully, that will be a touchdown. It should be. That was almost actually picked. Top form pro, Latvius Murray, touchdown, boys. Huge play. We have got to get the ball back ASAP. Here we go, my dudes. 3rd down and 5. Biggest play of the ball game. Oh, I'm actually nervous. Screen pass, screen pass, screen pass. Joe's running. Joe's freaking running. Sack Joe. Joe's down. Go down, Joe. Joe's down. J.J. Watt with the 2nd sack of the game. I'm going to let the clock run to the 2-minute warning as we are going to get this ball back and have another chance to win a game in spectacular fashion. 2 minutes to go. I mean, I don't know. We've only scored one drive. We only scored one touchdown since like our first drive of the ball game, which we got a short field after a Joe Flacco dumb interception. But got to keep the faith. We've somehow, someway won every game thus far in the season. We need to do it one more time. One more time. Let's see if John can do it right here at the punt return. John, please. John didn't do it. 3rd down and 5, and I don't want this game to come down to a 4th down. Oh, freaking shoot. Wait a second. Wait a second. We get sacked. We get sacked. Pierce with the 3rd sack of the ball game. Oh, yeah. 4th and 15. The game rides on this play right here. Oh, my God. Please. 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 Oh God, Murray, please, Murray, please, Murray, please. No! I was trying to dive! I was trying to dive! Dude, what is up with our offensive freaking line? Dude, no! We're actually about to lose our first game of the year to the Ravens. I'm pissed. That's it. That is it, boys. We go down 20-17, and I genuinely don't know what to say. I don't know how we just lost that ball game. I don't know if it's just me. Like, I played extra bad, which I think I've played much worse, and we've still won. We couldn't run the football. I mean, I really don't know any other explanation. We've stopped every team from running the football up to this point in the series. I don't think any running backs broke like 50 yards, maybe. Maybe I'm lying, but I think that's the case. And they run for 157 yards with Terrence West of all running backs. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if it's a freaking update, but I know that pisses me off big time because I wanted to go undefeated. I hate freaking losing, dude. I don't know. I'm sorry. So after that, one player's regressed. And that's Teddy Bridgewater after being sacked 4 times. And then we have an injury to Stephon Diggs. And let's see what happens here. He's out for 4 weeks with a shoulder tear. Like, are you kidding me? 3 of our current 4 players have shoulder tears. Madden, at least come up with a different type of injury, like a broken ear or something. Like, what the heck? So, if we lose, so we're 6-1 on the year. I'm sorry about that. But with that said, boys, we are simming to the trade deadline as we're taking on the 2-5 Browns. Now, if we lose to the 2-5 Browns, we're playing in London this time. So we're playing at London Stadium against the Browns. So if we lose to the Browns next episode after starting 6-1, I'm going to be scared for our lives. Let's see if the Packers win. So we're now only 2 games ahead of the Packers in first place, but hopefully we don't freaking lose. But I'm sorry that we lost, but hopefully you guys still did enjoy today's episode. And if you did, make sure to drop a like. Let's see if we can smash 2,000 likes. And if you guys do enjoy and smash 2,000 likes, we could potentially come out with the trade deadline special tomorrow. So be sure to leave your trade suggestions in the comment section below to have a chance to be featured for the last time in this series potentially. But with that said, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.